Welcome back, guys. Hoping this is recording me all right. There is the noise of this fan here, which unfortunately is pretty loud for a little fan. This is a laser rig for those of you that haven't seen it before. It's a homebrew laser using a laser I bought from Banggood about almost 2 years ago now. It's a 0.4 watt violet laser. And there's some reasons for why that's good, but I got that in a different video. I'm not going into that here today. I just want to kind of show something. I've been printing or cutting things out in vinyl and just sticking them on my newer tower case just for fun. I mean, it's vinyl, you can peel it right off, it's not paint. And again, those could be done in reverse and used as paint stencils, but I just wanted to, have some fun. And that was heavier vinyl over there. Everything you see there was heavier sign grade vinyl that I had from a long time ago. And it's quite hard to cut. You have to put the laser very slow and get a very dark burn around the edge. I've done I think I've got a video on that. If not, I might put a video of cutting that stuff specifically. But it's very slow to cut because the laser is only a low power. This stuff is white vinyl, sort of. I believe it's paper impregnated vinyl from the dollar store. It's $1 for a fairly large roll. And it's thinner. It's still like a vinyl. It's still quite strong. And it's thinner, so the laser cuts through it fairly easy. In fact, it almost goes right through the whole thing and the backing. That had never happened with this stuff. You sometimes have to go around with an X-Acto knife and help some of the cuts where the laser didn't quite get through, and I don't know why. It might just be something how that vinyl is formulated, because that vinyl is actually made to be outside in the sunlight all the time, so it might have some extra optical protective properties. Oh, and there's a doggy. The doggy wants some attention. But anyhow, I've been using Inkscape to test this stuff. What's wrong, Coco? Oh, I'm not talking to the dog, so she's upset. Sorry about the shake here. I'm also on my monopod. So, let's see if I can get this on the monopod. I've been using Inkscape and trying to test the different feed rates. Now, don't worry about those feed rate numbers. I'm using custom firmware. So, I've got pretty fine-grained control on my feed rates, we'll say. Anyhow, yeah, so I just used the Inkscape plugin to turn that into G-code, which I pull up inside this wonderful Chrome extension that is a G-code sender. It gives you all the usual stuff you'd expect, but yeah, you load your file, and then you can send it directly to your machine once your machine's set up, and mine is. And I've got a little piece of vinyl in there right now, and I'm going to set the camera up to be able to record the laser doing that. And I'm going to do that in just a second, and then I'll get back to you after that. But I'm going to insert the cutting of the vinyl now. Welcome back. There was a lot going on the last time as far as noise in the background. My little dog was down and wanted attention, so I had to go play with the dog. We're following up after having run this on the laser, and I will put the video up for this being done. I put this at a faster speed on my. I still forget the math for mine because it's been a while since I've used the laser, but I think mine was set to something like 60 millimeters per minute or something like that. I'll have to look back into what my feed rates actually meant, because they're large numbers, but that was to give, they're actually done in steps. I think they're actually done in steps per cycle. So I should be able to calculate that back out. Anyhow, hopefully this is recording well and picking up my voice. Since then, I had an issue with a power outage and some issues with the motherboard. My computer required me to do a power reset on the power supply, and I'll probably do a video about that one day, but I can't recreate the situation that causes the issue, other than every time you start your computer, your fans come on 100% every time. It has something to do with the 5-volt standby power, and the old sensors in my older motherboard. The way that they sense current makes it think that the temperature of the CPU is way too high. But anyhow, that's a topic for another video. Here we're going to look at how well the last time I ran that laser worked. If it worked really well, and you have to forgive me, I'm working through the camera here. This should come up without a problem. I'm just using, oh yeah, look at that. Huh. If you can see that, that was just the center of one of the characters there. It came out pretty good. I haven't rubbed this down with alcohol. If you rub it down with alcohol, any of this yellow staining from the laser will go away. But now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to weed out, of course you can do this with a little knife. Actually, I think there was some burn through. I'm just going to quickly flip this over and we're going to check the other side. Kind of stupid. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of burn through. The laser went through the whatever that vinyl is, whatever this cheap dollar store vinyl paper is, which seems to be paper impregnated with vinyl. Looks like it's gone right through that and into the backing, and this is about perfect. You want to make sure it gets through the vinyl and not the backing. So we already got that one. Let's it's getting right through the backing on that one. It's not that the little piece of unwanted plastic was not cut through with the laser, it was that it was this little dental probe here was getting to the backing. Yep. Need a simpler instrument. There we go. Yeah, you can see it was getting right through. You can see that, that's going right through the paper. So, excuse me. So what you end up with here is almost ready to go. It looks like I missed one. I missed the A. Yep. I'm going to get all those little fellas out. It looks like I've got them all. Yep. Once you've got them all, sorry about that. Once you got them all out, you're just about ready to go. Now, something I've found lately, it's easier to take just a little bit of alcohol. It's easier to take just a little bit of alcohol and rub that goop and schmoo and whatever you want to call it off now. You can actually see there's a little bit of charcoal that forms from the burnt whatever that stuff is. I want to call it vinyl, but it might not be real vinyl. It's the stuff that you line your kitchen drawers and things with, but it's incredibly thin, so I picked it up and it seems to work good. So you have that, and the next step now would be to remove the outer off. This is assuming you want the positive letters, so you're going to have to try and, hopefully this is picking this up. Looks like I had it better the first time. There we go. once you start lifting it, if the burn was good, if the laser cut it properly, you'll get this come out. Now, this could be used as a paint mask if you set the sizing correct and watched your font and whatnot. You could easily use that as a mask for paint. You just want to pick a good font and lay things out. But in our case, we now have a decal that's ready to go. Maybe needs a little bit of cleaning up here and there where the laser might have paused and left a bit more of that trace or a little bit of carbon. But as you can see, we now have white vinyl lettering with there's going to be a bit of black char on the outside just because of how it is. Now, I haven't tried something else. I'm kind of hesitant to do it, but maybe later. I have a feeling a quick pass with some nail polish remover will clear that. But to use this now, just go and get yourself some regular packing tape and take a bit off. Touch it to your clothes somewhere so that the tape picks up some lint, because we don't want the tape at full strength. If you see here, I don't know if you can see the lint that I've picked up. That's just off my shirt. And just put that down over top of this. And you're mostly ready to go. Because if you have an item you want to apply this to, and I'm looking around for something that can put that on. Yeah, that's a bit. I'm just looking for something I was going to put it on, and it has since moved away. Okay, well, I don't know how well this is going to show up, and this is going to be a pretty good test, but I have the side of an old pair of headphones. And what I'm going to do is you want to make sure that the stickers are coming off with the tape. I hope this is showing up. Oh, we got a tough one. Now, a quick check to make sure that we've weeded out all the parts that would be holes. Yep. There we go. Then take something that you want to put the logo on, or the decal, or whatever you've made. And here I'm just going to use one of my microphone headsets. Apply the tape. Just put a bit of pressure. And you need to pull at a very shallow angle to get the tape to release. Of course, it's not working here for us right now. I need to keep this at a shallow angle, and then let's see if we can get this to release here. And again, I'm not using any special transfer paper. This is just regular old white packing tape or clear packing tape. And done. I'll often come back once I push that down on whatever surface it is, and then come back with just a cloth with a bit of alcohol on it and give it a good rub in place. This helps push the that vinyl down and remove any more of the junk that might be stuck on it. So let's just have a look here. Change the light a little bit. And there. That'll do for now. I think I've already shown that I've already done the machine several places, so yeah, that's that. Oh, stupid little tripod here. So yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to put I'm not sure if I'm going to put the footage of the laser doing this, and I had some other footage, but the camera didn't quite get it all, so I'll probably put that in. Anyhow, as always, if you like, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this kind of crazy stuff. If you have any comments, put them down below. I usually do get to them. And see you in the next one. Bye.